All right, well, here we go into Dust2. Sam, what should we expect?
Well, one win starting on the CT side here. They did get to start on this a little bit earlier, and they're going to also start with some opening kills. All right, cool.
Brilliant. It's going to be Deco with a double. That flash going to be absolutely brutalizing the side of SAWMUTiRiS and Roman, but long control is still something that the T's are looking to go after. They've not been punished enough yet. They want more. So let's see what they're going to be able to do. They have double smoke, so they're pretty much set up to try and take this, but unfortunately for them, they're going to be in a bit of a deficit in regards to player count even more, as we're going to be seeing Deco pick up a third. He's looking for even more. He's going to have to go big, but he can't. Stadodo instead going to go huge, picks up two. Unfortunately, one of them's on his own teammate. Just he's going to find his head being shot by his own fellow comrade, and he's now going to have to try and clutch us out. And unfortunately, there's a player coming up behind him. He's going to jump through here, and unfortunately, I imagine he's going to get taken down as Travis. We're going to put an end to his life and shoot a couple of bullets into the floor as well. Oh man, if you're Just, you must be feeling so annoyed.
It's a pretty stock standard attempt at a T side for like the very beginning. You know, your first pistol round, you just kind of rush towards the A site, rush towards long, and it would be nice if they'd been able to get a little bit more out of it, but well, to be expected that CT is likely going to come out on top of that one. Now, of course, one going to be... Oh, wow, what a nade! Was that a nade?
Must have been, right?
Yeah, because I heard the explosion.
Yeah, it was down mid. Down mid. Second one went as well, so they almost had it there, but it's going to be Travis over towards long, sitting above pit. He's got one kill so far. Make that another one into this round. He's going to be trying to try them all together. They're going to line up for him. He gets 3 total. Scout in the hands of Deco. Absolutely lethal. Gets the kill. One person left. It's going to be Just, and unfortunately, he gets a couple of tags, but that's it. Nothing else. SAWMUTiRiS is going to be recovered. So they'll take this into the next round, drop it over. Let's have a look at this highlight here. Travis.
Oh. That's just gross. How does he get away with that much? That's nasty. Alright, so you got through the first 2 rounds. You didn't win them, but you got through them. So now you have guns. So what's the plan going to be? We're now forsaking the A push. That didn't work out too well. Nice little volley for early damage.
Oh, first damage and kill is going to be coming through. The aggressive play for the CTs is going to be, unfortunately, working up against them. They are going to be able to pick up one. Foster trying to prove himself here. He has to find a lot of kills. He might just be able to do it. Roman is on low HP. If he swings out, he's going to get caught off guard, but the headshot coming in. Foster's going to fall, and it's going to be leaving a 2 versus 4 situation. If you're SAW, slow this down. Take a chill pill. Deco is going to be down below, and unfortunately for Roman, a single bullet that will take him down, but it doesn't matter. He's from above. He has an advantage, and Travis is like, hey, what's going on here? And unfortunately, he's going to get taken down. I don't know what kind of accent that was. I wasn't really thinking about it, but hey, it was something.
It was certainly something. But to be fair, I kind of wanted to be like, see you kind of leaning into the 4 non-blondes meta. If anybody gets that reference, you're a G. In the meantime, so do manage to get that round, and again, I mean, that molly was massive. What is this aggression? I don't get to speak.
Oh, I love it. We're going to be seeing it once again. The flash is coming through, and Flamey, unfortunately, his head is the target, and he has unfortunately lost his HP all the way down to 0. Fantastic round so far from SAW, but we're only at the start. We played it so aggressive. Push onto site is only going to be coming through. Deco has a scout, but not the AWP that I'm sure he would be loving having his hands right now. And it's this aggression. They convert it into a kill, and then they slow it down. Honestly, being if I'm that tiered pit, I'd be completely bricking it. Arky is like, I'm very good at aiming, but Deco with the scout, no thanks. Oh, they all just peek him. They all do like a Ferrari peek. Absolutely gang stuff. Smoke's gonna be coming through, blowing. Gonna have a chance to be able to shoot us too much. The flashes as well. He goes in for the spray. Nothing's gonna happen. Travels on towards site. We've seen him do some beautiful work here with the deagle. Now let's see if he can hit these shots. Right, they're going to be pushing. He gets 1. He's going to have to back off here. He's got a couple of bullets left. 2 bullets to try and end 3 players' lives. That's a hard task, and unfortunately, he's going to get found and taken out of the equation. Foster gets 1, but I don't know if it's going to be enough here. 2 versus 3. They can't afford to lose this one. Smoke goes out over towards short, but the rest is going to be coming in. That information is here. One's going to fall. Foster realizing a little bit too late, though, as he's going to get taken down as he tries to back off.
Nice, good play there from SAW. Yeah, there were a couple of questions about when they get that early aggression towards long and then they just kind of stagnate a little bit, and that has been a particular scenario where they have struggled in the past, but they start to stagnate, they slow things down, and they're unable to like re-aggress, re-stabilize. So nice to see that they were able to actually do that. And now, of course, with this being a pistol for one win, it's going to be some aggression out of A. And B is so free and clear, with the bomb not having picked a place yet. I mean, they just have run of the map.
Yep. Oh. Push on over towards long. They've got a P250 in their hands here, Sam, but I don't think they're going to be able to do much. There's a universe in which one win this. We could be watching that right now, or it could be SAW trying to do what they can. And that Molotov is going to do a lot of damage, but honestly, Ark is in a little bit of a difficult situation. That smoke's going to help him. Spray's going to continue through. He does have to be a little bit careful. Taps through. Not going to be able to get a kill, though. He's just waiting for them. He has to be careful. If he goes in for too long with the spray and reloads, they're going to account for this, and they're just going to wait. Like I said before, don't be afraid to use your utility if you're playing against teams. That's exactly why you don't want these guys just rushing through, trying to get some information, but they're going to be backing off. They've got the bomb down. They're just waiting to try and get these killed. And honestly, every single kill is just $300 or something up in the bag for these guys. And they're just tapping away, just going to be able to pick up 2. Oh, right. Just found just a little bit of revenge. And MUTiRiS picks up the final 2 for his trouble.
Yeah, MUTiRiS just standing there, tap, 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 tap. And he knows at some point somebody's going to have to walk through there. And if he just keeps tapping at about the head height, he's probably going to get something. And I think he got 2. Nice little follow-up from the rest of the team as well for the aggressive push through the other side. And Arky actually does really well to keep the entirety of one win occupied. Like, they just, I mean, even after the bomb had already been planted, they just stick around because they know if they turn around, they're likely going to get shot in the back. So they just, like, hang out for an eternity. Sure. Now at least one win going to be able to buy into this round and playing this a little bit more slowly, a little bit more safe.
I kind of appreciate the slowness. It's kind of needed. Change up the pacing, and that's one thing that's SAW have learned to be better on. During the previous stage, we did see SAW just play completely aggressive. We've talked about it a couple of times where they just go on a little bit of a YOLO mission. I always hate using that, but they just rushing in towards the A site on Nuke. They've changed up. They've learned how to, you know, get a little bit better at their pacing, and this is a team that's been together for 2 years. Got a lot of history with each other now. They know each other's quirks. The thing is, sometimes you get a little bit too comfortable in the way you play. And that has to change up. And one win, they're coming into this. Really beautiful team as well. We've seen it so far. They did really well on Nuke. Followed it up with a win on Overpass.
Okay, so things have been slowed down to an almost standstill. We're getting close to that 30-second mark. MUTiRiS goes down. That's not good news for SAW.
Double flash from Roman. It's going to be causing a little bit of trouble. Travis is going to face some issues over towards long. He's going to get double pushed here, but he's going to be able to turn around and get a frag thanks to one of his teammates getting a flash on over. This is the tease just being completely shut down. This is exactly what we want to be seeing, but oh, the trade is going to be coming through, but glowing over towards site. He's finally going to be waking up. Now he's going to be sitting over towards car, picks up another one. It's going to be Deco looking to find the final one. May not have an AWP, but he should be able to hope one of his teammates picks up one. He does. That is a quick switch.
So I spoke about how SAW had often had the problem of, like, they'll stagnate a little bit and then they'll struggle to restabilize and reaggress. And it feels like that whole round was just that inaction. And it wasn't just because, like, they went in fast and they had to slow down. It was just like they spent the whole start of the round being super slow and then they just never gain any ground. And when they try to do something, one win just stop them. Because by that point, so much of the utility is being used, you can't deny information, and that's it. So they kind of give up a lot of what advantages they may have had.
Yeah, it was also just really well played by one win. They had a lot of good utility usages. There was a flash from short in towards long, which is just, I love the use of utility on this map. I'm not a massive Dust2 fan, but the openness of the map is just a massive boon to just some really awesome plays. We used to have it on Inferno before it got nerfed, thankfully, which still allows some really cool plays with utility, but it's a lot more restricted than what you see on this kind of map. And obviously from B tunnels on towards B and mid, you can do a lot more sort of open-ended uses of utility, or you just simply do the be cross smoke. A little bit of a distraction note as an execution coming over towards long. Deco has got an AWP, looking to drop down a... Oh, no. Thought he was going to use some... what's there? Maybe something else, but it's not going to happen. Travis has got the incendiary grenade at the ready. He's going to use it, limiting the ability for this team to push. He's going to be jumping out. Goes for the spray. Happens to hit Arky, who has the bomb. Deco with the follow-up of the incendiary grenade. This is just fantastic shutdown. They've not been able to get over towards the site, and every single moment they wait, it's going to shut them even harder out. Gloria's going to be able to pick up 2 for his trouble. He is just a troublemaker for this team in SAWMUTiRiS, and just going to be the last 2 players left alive. And so far, they've only managed to do some damage, but they've not been able to find a single kill. Last player, or was hoping the bomb was going to get planted, but it wasn't. And now they're going to be looking to push down towards him, potentially on this front, clean him out, get that AWP out of his hands. But he's going to have to do a lot to stay alive here. Time is now down. If he dies, he goes through to the next round of nothing. And hey, they actually don't go for him. I'm very surprised.
Fair enough, I guess. Maybe they expected that, like, because it's very chaotic on the actual site. So maybe they think at that point he's already crossed across and gone back towards their spawn. So maybe they don't realize that he's going to be there. But I mean, they do just like turn around. So it is a bit of a weird one. But yeah, one wouldn't play that perfectly. They just use all of their utility to slow SAW down and stop them from gaining any ground.
Don't do this, Deco. Don't do this.
Do it.
SAWMUTiRiS wants to stay alive. He's he's the one playing with the gun. And he peeks out when he drops. Unfortunately, that's such a high-risk position.
It's not for the first time either. SAWMUTiRiS has often tried to dry peek Deco's off, and well, does not pay off.
It's always the struggle with going in dry. Gotta be careful.
Ooh.
If you don't flash them off, it's gonna be leaving them open to be able to take these kind of shots, and they didn't really have that. Well, they had no utility, so they couldn't really play it too much. But they are able to recover the AWP, so you know what? At the end of the day, at least they're still going to be able to make use of it. At least it wasn't just lost.
Interesting to see how, like, passively they're playing this pistol. This eco, I suppose. They still have the AWP, thankfully Roman was able to pick it up, but they're like, they have to move as a unit because they don't have a ton of firepower, but that does make it very dangerous. So they're going to fake a little bit, throw some util onto A, but Arky dies through double doors, and now they only have 3 players left.
Yeah. They're now deciding what they're going to be doing. Buster's going to be peeking over towards mid, should be able to find a couple of kills there for his trouble. Flamey takes down 1, Misha's going to go down. AWP is left in hands of Roman, never mind, it hits the floor. I think they could go double AWP in this situation. Yeah, this is actually a really good decision. And Flamey with an AWP over towards B, or maybe just decides to double peek in towards mid, could be an interesting play. Maybe play aggressive up there.
As if OneWin needed any more firepower in this round. I mean, they've already done so well to keep shutting SAW down, and SAW really struggled here. Poor Dodo. He's got nothing in this round. P250. Not a hell of a lot to try to back up some plays, but he's the one with all of the util at the moment. And again, it's a very slow play here from SAW. It's a little interesting to me that they opt to spend so much when they know that one of their players isn't going to be able to at all. But I suppose they also know that they're going to have a little bit of a loss bonus at the end of the round. Maybe if they can somehow clinch this. But as we mentioned, you know, there is the double AWP setup, and they're not actually aware of this. But they're playing very patiently again, and this is another thing that we'd said that tends to not work out too well for them.
Well, they're going to be pushing on over, but Foster, through the smoke and flashes, is going to be able to get a kill. And unfortunately, they're just being torn apart. The Molotov is going to be able to do a lot of damage, but it's a quick rotation on over towards Short. Still a little bit too slow on this front. SAWMUTiRiS is going to be able to get a kill. Deco with an AWP is going to be able to catch one of these off guard as soon as they peek on the corner, but unfortunately, he's not going to be able to quite see it. No indication. He's here. He gets a close shot. He's looking to go for the peek. Gets the bomb holder as well. No! SAWMUTiRiS, last one left alive. He started this with the P250. He's managed to find 1 kill, but he has to find another 3, and that's going to be a big ask. But if you can find this AWP holder, I'd at least give him a potential to win this. But unfortunately, him, Flamey's holding this position. Never mind. He looks away at the wrong time, and now he's got something to save. He's like, yeah. 2 rounds so far this game. I've saved an AWP.
Came in with nothing, leave with an AWP. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he did come into this with $0 in the bank, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah. Not that he's going to have too much more than that now. Okay, I mean, yeah, it'll be a little bit more, but it's not going to be great. So we're going to have very little into this next round. And, okay, we have to be fair that this is their T side. We know that their T sides tend to be not great. We know that they often do a lot better on their CT sides, and we know that most maps tend to lean a little bit towards the CTs. So we can't give them too much trouble for it, right? But again, we're getting closer and closer to that position where you need to start winning rounds. They've got 3 on the board here, so it's not going to be too much of an uphill battle, but unfortunately, with the little bit that they have coming into this round, it's still going to be pretty tough.
Especially with Gloin playing aggressive. We've seen this from this player before. He can just do it so fantastically. He's also got a teammate helping him out. Over towards a site, it's going to be Travis. He's not even holding over towards long, but look at this Gloin. He's just got free pass. He's like, cool, free real estate. And he's going to have an easy go at this. I thought this might have been a full force, but it ended up just being a little bit different on that front. Deco holding lower tunnels, waiting for someone to show their face. Easy decision for one win here. Just to play a little bit slower, waiting for something to go down, and that's exactly what's happened. The smoke is going to be fantastically used. It gives Travis the ability to be able to pull back versus these pistol players, and now they're going to be jumping through. They've got the information that he's here, but the spray is going to be coming through. Arky is going to be able to take down Flamey. The knife comes through! The disrespect!
Oh, no.
Travis is going through and down, and now it's going to be down to these other players, and Multikill is going to be able to catch Foster off guard. What are you doing, young gun? Gotta watch out behind you, but Roman's going to fall as well. Glorian is going to be able to get a kill. 2 AWPs left on this side. Deco is going to be left in a 1v1, 1v2 situation. He misses his shot. He has to pull out the USPs. He's got no bullets left in that gun, and it's not going to happen. Somehow, some way, they're able to bring this through, and they get the win on the side of SAW when they probably shouldn't have been able to, with a knife on Travis.
Eco Warriors! What I did find interesting was that there was like a Deco assist onto the kill onto Travis. Oof. Yeah, not how they would have wanted it, but I mean, to be fair, it was so chaotic on that round. So many smokes, so many flashes, no one could see anything, so it seems unsurprising that maybe a little bit of damage would have gone across when it wasn't necessarily intended. But it's a round that SAW wins, a round that they probably shouldn't have won, but they come out on top of it quite handedly. Lose a few players in the process, but the most important part is that they are slowly going to start to tick up the score line. See if they can continue along with that, because at least now they know that one win will only have 1 AWP, so they don't have to worry about that too much.
1 AWP, not that much money in the bank for them. This could be the breaking point for 1 win if they do lose this one, but Travis is in the perfect position. They can peek ahead, but Roman, he's too sharp for this. Takes him down now, Glorian. He's going to be looking to go in for a trade. White peeks this. Flash comes through, but the smoke went down. That is a fantastic position for him to be in right now. If he just pushes through that smoke, it'd be absolutely brutal. Flash coming out through mid. Oh, baby, that is your kill to have. He gets it as well. Exactly what we want to be seeing from him. And now over towards B. No one is here. Foster can retake a little bit of this position just towards mid. Gonna have to re-smoke that position in towards CT. Short, there is a player. Flamey gets the kill. Glowing clears it out, gets the information. 3 T's left alive. And the moment another peek comes through, and Star Dodo hadn't realized that. Unfortunately, going in dry, it's not going to work for him or his teammate. Arky's going to fall as well. Roman is going to be able to, you know, try to see what he can do with this AWP. It's going to be down in towards pit. They know exactly where he is, and oh, he gets the tag, but it's not the kill. You have to do better than that. So need a leg shot. Work's going to be going through, and Roman is going to be pushing with an AK. Oh, you know, they're right next to each other right now. Oh, Lorian, what? Roman picks up 2. How is this turned around? Over towards long, he could actually find another one. He doesn't know. Unfortunately, these 2 players are rushing up, and I honestly thought that was over. How did he? Okay.
I mean, to be fair, it was over, but in those 2 little exit kills there, you can't count Roman out. He's just that good. Okay, maybe that was a little unprecedented, but at the very least, he's able to get a little bit more cash in the bank off of a couple more kills there, trying to make it expensive to 1 win, and they do. 1 win's eco not looking great yet, but Roman looking to push his luck a little bit.
Roman has to be super careful here. He's risking a lot, and it's going to be Glorian going to be able to get a kill, but Roman is going to be able to get a trade frag. He's going over towards pit. He's going to get taken down, though. Glorian is just too strong. Looking to take a 3rd. He can't quite do it. Arky's going to get the kill. It's going to be a 2 versus 3. A little bit of a weak showing. 1 win, just need this 1 round to win this half, at least on the base levels. And SAW are looking super weak on their T side.
Only 2 players left here. I mean, that was... Roman pushing out, he does manage to get 1 kill there, but unfortunately not able to get too much of a follow-up. So it could have worked out really well, and I mean, we know he's become synonymous with these very aggressive smoke plays. But they can backfire, which is pretty much what happens here. And now because SAW only have 2 players left, they have to play together. 1win have full control of the map. This should be a cleanup.
Should be. We're gonna have to see how Foster's gonna be able to do. He does pull the play on the boost position. He gets the kill, going in for the spray versus the AWP player. Dodo knows exactly where he is, but unfortunately for him, Deco is right next to him on the other side of the smoke. He's gonna be jumping through mid. Deco's made the call. Okay, hold on to this. Foster's gonna peek, but it doesn't matter. Deco gets the kill.
Yep. Really unfortunate round again for SAW. And I can't not compliment them for attempting new things that will hopefully kind of put 1win off balance. Because that's the best way for you to come out on top, particularly on a map like this. We kind of talk about how this is one of those maps that's been played to death. Teams understand how to play it. So if you're not coming up with something a little out of the ordinary, you're likely just going to get telegraphed. Unfortunately, however, that doesn't pan out the way they would have wanted. Maybe someone could have pushed with Roman through that smoke. I'm not too sure how they make that play work better. But 1win, I mean, they have just been doing so well at consistently shutting things down. And I think that the biggest thing has been how well they use their utility. It's kind of felt like that's been, I won't say lackluster over the past couple of maps, but it's been pretty, it's been okay. On this map, it's felt like 1win have just taken it to a whole new level.
This is definitely going to be frustrating. If you're a SAW fan and you're looking at the mistakes they're kind of making, it's definitely going to be frustrating. But if you're a 1win fan, hello, this is a super spicy match. For them, this is their chance to shine. Molotovs are going to be tying these players in here. Unfortunately, multikill a little bit over-eager, a little bit of an extra damage. Not really anything you want to be taking in this situation. In towards mid, we are going to be seeing Glowing retaking this position. Can't afford to be giving anything up. Arky, the one with the scout, usually did fall. Try taking that shot down towards mid, but honestly, he has been very lackluster this game. He's made a lot of mistakes. Usually a little bit sharper. We're going to be seeing the scout boost versus Deco. Let's see if he can hit the flying pigeon. He misses the shot. This allows the open. Now they can push in and try to get the frags, but Deco misses the chance, but it's going to be Glowing. Takes down 2, Travis with 1, and Deco finally gets the kill that he wanted onto Dodo, who usually is the AWPer, but pistol this time round.
Nice little crossfire setup there from 1win. And again, because it was an anti-eco, we more or less expect them to do well in that one. Yeah. I don't know, my heart goes out to SAW, you know. The first couple of maps, they really put up a huge showing. Nice little bit of early damage onto Flamey might just help them out a little bit. But there's still the double AWP set up here for 1win. Now SAW looking to maybe make some noise towards B. Bomb hasn't really decided where it wants to go just yet, so going for a slower default again, but hasn't really worked out for them in previous rounds.
Oh, Foster's going to take 20 damage from his own teammate in towards mid. This is what I want. We need to see them take this mid position and aggression. They've only got 2 more rounds to try and pick up, and they're going to do a good job at it. Travis is going to fall as well. Glowing Travis, 2 of the key players here, I'd have to say, from the side of the CTs, but it's going to be Deco with the AWP. He's going to be missed with the shot, but Tech9 comes out. He misses it as well. multikill is going to be able to get the kill. Now over towards Long. Arky is going to be pushed. Says it's clear. And now Foster and Flamey, last 2 alive. There's nothing they can do here except try to stay alive.
Hold on to
5th round on the board. Yeah. Flamey's looking at that AWP saying, well, I don't get to keep this for next round.
Just wants to make sure that happens. Oh.
I mean, he's going to give it over towards Deco, but if he does die, that's, well, just
I get you.
cementing my my shout out there. But it's honestly not even worth SAW's time against this. They have no money in the bank. They cannot afford to lose a single gun.
Yeah, and this was a really good round, all things considered. I think a lot of that has to do with Deco. So he obviously whiffs that first op shot, then he pulls out the Tech9. He's not able to get any follow-up on that, and then he dies. And at that point, the site just gets completely overrun. And of course, it helps that they get another kill, another couple of kills, you know, towards Long and towards mid. And at that point, yeah, round's over. Deco has been instrumental in anchoring down that A site for many rounds. So for him to have missed those shots, very well done from sAW to take advantage of that and just kind of steamroll over him, finally get that first round on the board. Very much needed. But here's the issue again. Obviously, if they lose this round, they no longer have their lost streak bonus. They've still got a bit of cash in the tank, so maybe they'll be able to get some upgraded weapons in the next round. But realistically, they really want to win this one as well.
Completely agree, but this could be the 10th round on the board here for OneWin, and Glowing, he's going to be doing a good start. He takes down the spray, and Travis just shuts this down. This should be an easy peasy lemon squeezy kind of game for the side of OneWin. The last round on this half. MUTiRiS going to be the last one standing, but not for long. I'd imagine he's going to be left by himself to try and pull this one out of the bag, and it's not going to happen. Glowing, picking up 3 kills. Really good half from OneWin, rather. Really well played. I'm excited to see this kind of gameplay from them. It was a little bit lackluster on parts of Nuke, but over towards Overpass, they kind of showed us what they were made of.
Really good round from OneWin. Really bad maths from me. Just not realizing that it was the last round. But so often we'd gone into the 8-7, this 9-5 shenanigan. What is this? It's very unfamiliar territory. But we wanted to see OneWin get a good buffer on their CT side, but this is going to make things a little bit more difficult for sAW because they weren't able to get too many rounds here. Hopefully they'll be able to mount a little bit of a better CT side.
Well, we're going to hop over to a quick break and see if Deco can farm up some more kills. See you in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Well, my bad maths aside, we're now here in the second half. 10-5. Not the best start for sAW on their T side. We'll see if they can maybe bring this back on their CT. Historically, their CT side has been their stronger. I think that has... sure, the map-sidedness lends itself to it, but I think this could just be a team feature.
Yeah, they should definitely have done better on the T side, but we'll have to wait and see what they're going to be able to do. First up, towards mid. Fortunately, that flash works against them. Roman is going to be able to make use of that flash. 1-2, Travis. Unfortunately, not going to be helping out his team here. Come on, you got to find that next one. He doesn't quite, though. See if just going to be able to peek around this corner. Glowing. Going to be left in a 1v3. He's got 4 HP and a dream. MUTiRiS is a dream ender, but it's going to be just ringing in those shots. It's always awkward saying his name.
Yes.
Then wanting to use that same word again afterwards, but you know, really good game from Roman there.
I just want to find a situation where I can just turn it into the just desserts, you know, and then that'll be the thing. But I haven't had a chance yet to bring that one out, so we'll see if we get an opportunity for that later on. The sAW now obviously going to buy into 3 of those M4s and Stadota with that scout available.
Well, they actually just shot each other with the scout. That's kind of funny. I do appreciate that. And usually it is Arky with the scout, but you know, honestly, going into this next round with the MP9 in hand on Arky, that is far more valuable. And honestly, we saw him on the T side with the scout, and he did absolutely jack. So it's good to see it traded off. Travis, honestly, my MVP today. I think from the side of OneWin, we did see Deco finally wake up into this game, Glowing as well into this map. But Travis has, I think, just been consistent across every single map. He hasn't had like an off game so far. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen into this. But pistol round for OneWin. If they win this one, it's going to be brutal. They take out one. Travis just peeks that one, has no trouble, and finds a second. The Quandig Master is here to shine, but Glowing is like, hey, I can do that too. Takes out MUTiRiS, and now this is their round. And honestly, that was... I'm just going to say it. That was trash from Saw. Come on.
Yeah, that was a series of unfortunate events. Lemony Snicket would be proud. I mean, we know that they don't generally do well in anti-ecos, but that was just unfortunate. Eesh. Okay. All right. We look to the next round. Now, Saw do win their pistol. They are going to hold on to 2 of their M4s, which is good because they kind of need to. Oh, are they going to be able to, though? I mean, these 1-win players are looking for this. They're looking to pick a fight. Can they really afford to?
Oh. Yes, they can. They've just found a massive amount of kills. That was such a fantastic decision. They had 5 players left. They sacrificed 2 to get the last 2 players. 100% every single day. That's what you want. Look at the economy on the side of CTs. It is so sad.
And on top of that, they were able to, you know, get some weaponry out of it. They pick up the M4s. So that's less of a buy, less of a spend that they're going to have to make coming into this round. Saw in a very detrimental position here. Oh, this is not looking good. I'm concerned. We're only 2 rounds into this half, and already it's not looking good. 1-win building their way up. They've already surpassed the double digits, which is always a bit of a block, I suppose, for a lot of teams. Hopefully Saw are going to be able to rise to the occasion here. We know that this round is probably going to be a bit of a throwaway. Maybe they can get a couple of kills out of it. That would at least be a good scenario.
Oh, Scout's coming out from Roman. Seems like Scout seems to be traveling around. He does get tagged down. Not ideal. Being able to do that initial damage could mean, you know, the difference between Deco going down to another weapon or not. So, like, the Scout was just such a fantastic tag weapon just to soften up opponents. But the AK, so much better at doing that. It's going to be able to deliver a lot of damage here overall short. And it's going to be able to be Travis, actually, who's going to get the opening kill. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. The Deagle managed to find the kill thanks to the Scout damage. And now we're just be seeing Travis go in for the taps. And he should have been allowed that, but they're just being gifted a bunch of kills at the moment. Just going to be pushing over towards short. Should be able to have an opportunity to be able to get some damage. But unfortunately, his position is known. He's now going to have to back off, and the chase is on.
Travis and Glowing have been absolute monsters throughout this series. It is terrifying how much they've done. Flamey stats surely are not accurate. That can't be right. But for Travis and Glowing to have been doing so, oh, geez, 27 and 26. I think a lot of that is to do with like some of the other players maybe not necessarily being where they're supposed to be. But that aside, those are really, really good score lines, all things considered. And now Saw still back down onto a full save. Oh. I don't know how you come back from this. Because the biggest problem is the economy. I mean, you can have all the strats in the playbook, but if all you have to work with is a pistol, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work.
Not at all. Flamey's going to be able to get the first opening kill. These are only USPs, though. We can't really expect too much from the side of Saw. Honestly, if 1-win loses a single player, it's going to be a little bit embarrassing, but I think they're just going to take it slow, look to get some damage and kills out, and Flamey's just going to be farming up and trying to get some extra kills on the board at the moment. And obviously, his KD isn't quite right in the bottom right. Foster's isn't correct either. At least I hope it's not. Well, I know, I'm fairly certain it's not. Like, actually,
yeah,
you know what? It's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes no sense. But hey, let's see what's going to go through. But, oh, well, they might be able to get at least one in that situation, but it's not going to be the case. Dodo is going to be in the crossover position. He gets a lot of damage. Deco was awfully close to dying, which would have been okay. Wouldn't have been the end of the world, but would have been some more money in the bank and denial from Saw's side.
Well, this is why Saw would have wanted a few more rounds on their T side. We expected them to do better on CT, but again, it's that economy. The economy is so much more difficult to come back into as a CT. And now with so little to utilize, so close again to match point. This is where they came alive on Overpass in a similar situation, but the scores weren't quite this... The gap wasn't quite this big.
Yeah, this gap is fairly large. There's always the opportunity. All they have to do is make the opening. They are limited on the amount of utility they have, the weapons. Everything is going up against them. Stardodo has no armor. Arky, Roman, they don't have any head armor. And for Travis and Flamey, that is a boom. And also Foster as well. They all don't have ADK. So going up against 4 players, sorry, with no head armor, that's just an even bigger buff for their weapons at the moment. These players are going to be peeking around the corner. Spotted. SAWMUTiRiS is going to be able to get the information out, realizing what might be happening here. He's going to be looking to try to back off. Smoke goes down. Cross should be coming through. He has a small opportunity here to be able to take this shot. Mid position could now be lost. We have to wait and see. Roman's going to be the key player there with SAWMUTiRiS, trying to hold on to this. Smoke goes out over towards A, but mid is going to be the call here. Molotov is going to be pushing SAWMUTiRiS out of this position, but he's going to have to play aggressive. He goes in for the damage, doesn't get anything. It's going to be Roman with one, maybe two, and a third, but he can't quite pull out of the bag. It's going to be down to just to try and get these kills. He picks up one. Echo, he's waiting for this push. He knows it could be here. Flash is going to be coming out from this player and peeking towards mid. He's looking for the kills. He can't quite do it. He's not fast enough. He's not good enough in that situation. Arky sports out. The player gets the headshot through the door onto Travis. Now the uncertainty as to what's happening. Travis is going to be picking up the AWP. This is the first time I think we've seen him with it. The Khalil is going to be in hand on this side. No head armor on this player. They're going to cross over. Look, get one down. Oh, why?
Lineups kill, man. Trying to go for a smoke play, seeing if maybe you can get a couple of kills and deny that, but just not gonna work out as he tries to peek out, gets completely shut down. And what I saw for a split second before we headed into the replays was double up on the T side. The smile on my face right now, because like one AWP on T side, I tend to go, wonder how that's gonna work, but two of them? Oh, and there it pays off so well.
Travis was just annoyed, didn't get to use the AWP last time, so now he's coming back in a little bit stronger with it, saying, cool, I'll get the first opening kill. And honestly, that was fairly brutal. Wow, okay, Flamey, what is going on? Oh, and just managed to just get out of dodge on that point. Up towards mid. SAWMUTiRiS with the P250. He's a little bit of a god with this guy. And he turns around, chucks down a Molotov. It's going to be his teammate coming up behind, gets the kill. Somehow, this team are looking to bring it back on Ecos. We know how well they can do in these kind of positions, but they've not done it throughout the whole of today. And there we go. Double up, set up or not. Get back with this team, and they pick up an ult for their trouble. SAWMUTiRiS, though, only had a scout. Didn't quite manage to upgrade his weapon.
Okay, the funny thing, right, is that on Overpass, it was literally at this point where one would get to 14 points, and then SAW on an eco win and start stringing rounds together. I cannot believe they've done it for a second time. But with that damage onto Just, that might just be a rough start to this round. Yes, they're able to buy into it, but Just is now going to have to play very safe.
Yeah, he's going to have to be super careful on this. My heart rate has definitely shot up, especially as you're just talking about the fact that SAW now 7 rounds behind, exact same situation as what happened before, but almost. I mean, Travis didn't have the AWP and get the opening kill last time. This time he was given a chance, he used it. Unfortunately, the pistols just worked out fantastically for this side. Smoke in towards mid, it's going to be coming through that grenade a little bit too late. Never mind, it's going to be Duncan straight onto them. Flamey tagged down to 61 HP. It was pretty much the catalyst last time, and he might well be once again. He fell thanks to that 5-7, and the switch over in weapons really enabled the side of SAW to be able to win that round. Nade going to be going out over towards short. Achieves absolutely nothing.
It was a space nade.
It was a good nade. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It was a completely good nade.
Zoning nade. That's the word.
That
was a good nade.
Unfortunately, that was not a good peak. Just going a little bit too aggressive. They kind of knew where the players were. I think Just was overplaying his hands in that situation. He could have waited and left himself in a much better position. It didn't work out over towards long. Arky! Too much movement costs him that position. That could be the downfall of this whole team now. They're down to 3 players left alive right now. 2 players pushing up towards SAWMUTiRiS. Going to be the last one left alive. I just don't see him be able to bring this out. Travis is going to be spot him out, hits the head. That, unfortunately, I think was thanks to Just and Arky there. Their positions, their play, it just wasn't on par. It just wasn't good enough.
Definitely heartbreaking. I mean, we've been watching SAW literally since the group stages. I mean, we've followed the storyline, all of the improvements that they've made, and I mean, I had wondered, you know, one win had a 2-0 victory over Heat, so you knew they were looking good, but this good? Oh, SAW definitely in trouble here. Still have an AWP to play with at the very least. And the scout as well, so going for a little bit of a double sniper play. Let's see if it pays off.
Nope. SAWMUTiRiS is going to get taken out. They have done a lot of damage, but it's not going to be good enough. They have to win 8 rounds in a row. And unfortunately, their economy does not afford them to make any mistakes at all. They have to get every single kill. They can't die. that is the situation they're on at the moment. They're on the last line, but one win are just looking fantastic, really delivering the blow. We knew this could be a difficult game for sAW. They knew it as well, and one win are just looking to put the nail in the coffin here, close this out, move on, see what we can do going forward. And the scout's going to be coming through. Flamey's going to get tagged as well. That's going to be 3 other players tagged heavily, but it doesn't matter when you're dead. The AWP is going to be coming out though. Just going to be making use of that. Where it's going to be going through. He's going to be peeking up, and oh, Deco spots his head, but as he's jumping away, definitely a good round, good start of the rounds for them. Might be able to do something here. Out. Hello, Travis finds SAWMUTiRiS, and now Roman's in towards mid. He finds Deco. He's not going to be over aggressive on this position. That was very good. He can hear them pushing over towards B, and unfortunately his position is cooled. Actually, both of the CTs are now known. Blowing sAW just down in towards CT, or if he didn't, then I'd be a little bit confused. But hey, no utility on the site. Never mind. Flash was found by sAW. That's going to potentially allow them to do something. Yeah, it's going to be going out the jump as well, but it's not going to happen. We might see the end through the smoke. Foster, not like this, but Travis, quite rightly so, gets the final kill.
Jeez, what a map. I mean, I'm really disappointed for sAW, and a little disappointed in sAW. I think that we saw a much better Dust2 from them yesterday, and we've seen a lot